Hey guys, Gaddock Teeg here, bringing you coverage of the patch 2.8 PTS. Now, this patch is shaping up to be a rather content-light one, so there may not be a ton of videos in this series, but I figured I'd take this video and take this chance to show you some of the cool changes and cool vendors that have been added to the game. So if you haven't heard, there will be a gambling event happening on SWTOR in the coming patch. And with it comes a vendor with some cool stuff that you can get, and we'll take a look at that right now. There's some companion customizations, which I can't view some of them, or most of them, on my gunslinger because it's the character that's here. But I can show you what everyone actually cares about, and that's your HK51 customization. Because those are always the coolest looking. Not bad. Not the greatest. I'd still say the Bounty Contract Week 1 is the better one. But, I like this one. Next up, you have a mini pet here, which is your server droid. Normally would be serving drinks. Maybe you could serve me with blaster pistols. That would be kind of cool. We have the Kingpin's Assault Cannon. Look at this thing. That is a beast. Go it on the back. Looks kind of silly on the back of a character here. A little too top heavy, if you ask me. He whips the thing out, and there you go. I like how it has this like energy beam in here. That would be awesome if it changed with your color crystal. I doubt that'll actually happen though. Look at the blaster pistol here. Very simple blaster pistol. I'll take it. I don't know, not much to say with this one. Taking it out. Fine. That is a totally fine weapon. Here we have the blaster rifle that looks like a Tommy gun. A lot of these items are like 1950s themed for some reason. I don't know why they went with that. I guess the casino... I don't know how that relates to... Actually, no. What am I talking? 1950s. This is more like 1920s gangster era kind of thing with the Tommy gun. So I guess that does kind of relate. What else we got here? We have a gear set. So let's show that with this Tommy gun. You can take a look at that. Boots. We have the hat. Nice fedora. Gloves, chest piece, pants. This makes up the set here. Those are the right pants? I believe those are right. There we go. Alright. Not too shabby. You like goggles? Well, you get extra goggles here. 2 different kinds of goggles. Look at that sexy beast. And a cool hat that kind of looks like the Ricotta gunslinger hat, except with a much smaller brim. I think it looks sillier actually with the Twi'lek Leku, so if you're Twi'lek you might not like this one, because that is some terrible clipping. I usually just say that my Ricotta gear hat has some holes in it, but there it just looks like an abomination. Did I get the wrists on there? Yeah, can't really see him anyway. And then finally we have this lightsaber. Fine, I usually don't see a big difference with the lightsabers. This is the light staff. This is the lightsaber. Very minimalist. It looks like there is this little power core up here, kind of like you get on the assault cannon. It's fine. It is long. If you look here, it is pretty long. So if you like long lightsabers, this might be one for you. And then finally the sniper rifle, which is the one you saw in that HK unit. Just very long. A lot of very, very bulbous items from this event. There you go. Looks like it has a little magazine slot there. Sure. And then the mount is the Vectron Opus, which is pretty cool looking if you ask me. It does have like the sand speeder feel from episode 4. kind of mixed with a more personal, like one-man style. I like it overall. This is a pretty neat mount here. As you see, all of these are bound to Legacy, so if you're into getting Legacy gear, go ahead and check that out. The one other item that isn't a companion customization is this hollow slot machine, which I can't show you because you can't preview the regeneration items, but it is a regeneration item that shows your character playing slots. So if that's something that sounds good to you, you should definitely check out this event when it goes live. That's all we have on this vendor. We're going to cut right now to the Jawas that you'll be able to find on Fleet, coming soon. So now in the Cartel Bazaar area of the Fleet, you will see these 3 Jawa vendors, and you may be saying, well, what the hell do they sell? They sell all different crafting mats. This one has all the different purple ones that you can get. Even the lower level ones, which is great. So you can see, like this one is a grade 4 purple gemstone. This dude here, he has all the different blue ones you can get. And note he also has alien data cubes and biometric crystal alloys. This guy has Ricotta energy nodes and the self-perpetuating power cells, which were from the 50 operations. Note, they do not have the matrix cubes. Matrix cubes? Data cubes? Whatever the new purple and blue items are from the ops. They are not available on these vendors. And then this guy has all the different green crafting materials. Now, you may be asking, what are these scavenge scrap items, or the assorted droid parts? Or on this one, it's just Jawa junk. Where do you get that? Well, you know how in the cartel packs, they usually drop just a random crappy crafting material, one that you have no intention of ever using? Well, now instead, they will have a chance to drop one of these items, either Jawa junk or one of the other two, and then you can trade them into these vendors to get whatever you want with them. And I personally think that's awesome. I think it'll be nice because you'll always get a crafting material that matters to you if you want a crafting material out of your cartel packs, but even better is these lower level items are really annoying to get sometimes. So if you're trying to craft, really twink out your alts, and you're trying to craft the purple gear, sometimes the purples can be the roadblock into doing that. And this will allow players to purchase those items in order to make it easier to craft the lower level blues and purples, which I think is just great, and I can't wait till this goes live. I can buy a couple cartel packs and twink out my characters. And then one final change that will be happening in the coming patch, patch 2.8, is going to be to the fleet vendor. Now if you're saying to yourself, where the hell is the fleet vendor? Probably not alone in that, seeing as it's gone very underutilized for the most part since the game launched. They did make some changes when they changed the PvE space game, but for the most part it's been pretty static, and I honestly forget which one of these it is, so I think it's this one, right? Yes, okay. So if we go over to this vendor over here, we'll see some changes. So now, this guy here just sells the PvE starship upgrades, so if you're still doing that, you can be my guest and buy them here. They've always been there if you didn't know that. And the biggest change comes from this S4SO vendor. Welcome to our market. And all of these items have had their social requirement removed. So all of these used to have social 6, I believe, was for this set, and social 8 for the other one. So you'll be able to get these pilot suits. I know this one was here. I think the other one might have been new. So this is your pilot suits that you can get. I think this might be a new one. This one here, which is actually not that bad looking. Except for the helmet. The helmet is silly. You can also purchase the level 50 crafting material boxes and level 55 crafting material boxes. I think they just added this 55 one, and they combined a couple other ones to be one level 51. They have this item modification kit, so it'll give you random 140 items. Why you would buy that for 300 fleet comms is beyond me. And then they just have the random item box that they always have, as well as the construction kits, and you can just get a regular old purple level 6 box. If you're wondering, well, why the hell would I have fleet commendations if I'm not doing the PvE space game? The PvE space game is boring. You're not alone with that either. But what they have done is now the daily and weekly missions for Galactic Starfighter will drop 40 and 90 fleet commendations respectively. So if you get your daily and weeklies done, you will get fleet requisition, or you will also get fleet requisition, that's another thing. You will get fleet commendations, which you can use to purchase these items. If you've ever wanted to make yourself look like a Republic pilot, just like from episode 1, bam, there you go. So those were 3 of the vendors that have been changed, or have been added, in the patch 2.8 PTS. Like I said, this is a pretty content-light patch, but if I see anything else that I'll be able to do a video on, or if there's anything you'd like to see, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to show you what's going on in the PTS. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.